everybody, welcome back to H&S Collectibles. This is Cody, and I thought I'd share my SteelBook collection. So I look back in my videos, and it's been since September that I did a SteelBook inventory, and I think at the time I had somewhere between 10 or 15, and counting them here just now, I think I have 73 now. So a few of these in the collection are actually my wife's or my son's, but they threw them up here so we could get a good representation of what we have. But I'm going to get a little bit closer and start putting them in front of the camera one at a time, so you can get a different look at the box art. So I'm going to start going through these alphabetically one at a time. But a few I was going to show up front are not technically SteelBooks, but they're still steel containers, so I thought I'd show them. But this is standard definition special limited edition of Total Recall. In the round container that looks like Mars. There's actually pits and craters and texture to it, and the DVD is inside with red foam behind it. I've had that wow, ever since it come out. It's been a long time that I've had this. Not too sure what the date is of production. And then two that are very similar, Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World, in the same kind of round metal container. And then these are the two limited edition collector tins that I have. So these are Anchor Bay items, but Evil Dead 2 and Halloween 4. There was one for Halloween 5, and I don't know if they did one for Halloween, or I mean Evil Dead 1 or not. I can't remember. But they did 40,000 copies of Halloween 4 and 50,000 of Evil Dead 2. And you can see I've got number 5,303 of this and 18,058 of that one. So to start going through these one at a time, like I said, we're just going to start alphabetical and show you the box art. So here's 10 Cloverfield Lane. Monsters come in many forms. Got the outline of Goodman up there on the stairs, and the outline of her down there. I like I say, I like the box art. There's the guy with the arm in a sling. On this, I hated the Cloverfield movie, but I did enjoy this one. It's much better than the first one that came out. So let's see here. A Quiet Place, and I really like this one because these claw marks are textured. I thought that was really cool. On the back it says, if they hear you, they hunt you. And just more claw marks on the inside. That one was a good deal. I found it at FYE, I think, for $10. So this is one of my sons, Assassin's Creed. There's the emblem on the back, and him up there. So Assault on Precinct 13. This is a Shout Factory release, and I've actually never opened it. So we'll just go ahead and do that now. Several of these I had not opened, but I like that artwork. The gang members chasing the father up to the precinct. And let's see on the back, that tag off there. The ice cream cone on the ground, that's cool. I hadn't even looked at this to see what the back art was. And then Napoleon's recurring line, "Gotta smoke." So that's a cool one. Picked this one up recently at Disc Replay, but Avengers Age of Ultron. So that's the only Marvel one I have, I think. We'll see. The Back to the Future trilogy. So picked this one up at Walmart a little while back before they seriously curtailed what discs they have. My store doesn't hardly have anything now, it seems like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's the whole trilogy. 3 discs, and you got Doc and Marty standing there over the fire trails in the back. So this is one of my wife's. This was a Best Buy exclusive for Beetlejuice. There's his gravestone on the back, and yeah, the shot on the cover of them standing there when he wants to really scare him. And continuing into the B's, The Big Lebowski. This is one of the Universal comic book pattern steelbooks. I got a couple of these, and I like them pretty well. The thing I like about steelbooks is getting them with alternate art than is standard. So here's Big Trouble in Little China. Just got this in December, and there they are fighting Lopan. And I like it when both the front and the back spread into kind of a poster like that. This was the poster that they included from Shout Factory. You can see there it says it's all in the reflexes. So yeah, I like the alternate art for sure. There's been a few that I've passed up because it's not alternate art. Like at FYE, there's a 2-for-1 deal right now, and I looked at Little Shop of Horrors and Howard the Duck, but they're just the same old cover art, so I skipped on them. But here's Christine. Still haven't pulled the tag off. Nothing on the back, nothing inside, but bought enough steelbooks at Disc Replay to get a free one, and made this a free one. And then Clash of the Titans, the remake. Not a fantastic movie, but a pretty cool steelbook, and I thought it was worth having. This was one that was like $3.99. And here's one where this is actually the standard definition DVD steelbook of The Dark Knight. But I took the Blu-rays out of my Blu-ray set and stuck in here. So you can see this case is taller than the others too, so it kind of stands out on the shelf. Another one of my sons, the Deadpool steelbook. His logo there on the back. Him shooting on the inside. And the whole pile is going to start toppling over. There's Escape from New York. I said I had not opened this one either. See what the back art is. So the helicopter shining down on the wall kind of just makes the whole poster there. And I've got this poster tucked away in the closet. Let's see, there's the quote from the beginning. The rules are simple. Once you go in, you don't come out. And another one still sealed up. The Fog. Another Shout Factory one. See if I can get this open. I know Mark of Horror will be excited that I'm finally opening these. So that's a pretty cool image, I think. There's Stevie Wayne up in the lighthouse, there's the ship, and there's Blake's men coming for her. And on the inside you've got that opening quote, "Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream." Let's see, this one I found on sale at FYE for just $9.99, and I thought was cool because it actually had a slip cover So I've only got 3 or 4 that have an actual slip cover. And you've just got the name on the back and him holding the girl on the front and the villagers. Shot of him on the inside. I've got one other from the classic monster series that we'll get to. I think you can actually see it. Yeah, there's the mummy. Ghostbusters. I really like this one because it had the cover art of them with the ghost in the library. I know when I was a kid, that scene scared me the first time I watched it. And the big No Ghost logo on the inside. There they go. Ghostbusters 2, The River of Slime. And some monsters over here. And the Ghostbusters 2 logo on the inside. So here's Halloween 2. This is one of my favorite ones, with him walking down the hall on fire and her hiding behind the water fountain. And then Loomis's line on the inside, "You don't know what death is." One of my favorite lines in the movie, of course. That, and I shot him 6 times. So Halloween 3. And we'll see what the back looks like. Yeah, there's the robots holding the masks, standing behind the kids. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that image. There's Cochran behind the TV. And on the inside it says, "Watch the magic pumpkin, watch." So here's another Universal comic style one, but Hot Fuzz. Real good movie. This one of 2 of the Cornetto trilogy that I have a steelbook for. I don't have a steelbook for The World's End, but I'll be keeping an eye out for one. I don't know if there is one, actually. If there is one and you know, make a comment below. So here's The Howling. This is another Scream Factory. And I like how the Scream Factories always seem to open up to the front and the back, making a poster. And the line, "You can't tame what's meant to be wild, Doc." And let's see, back to some of my sons now. The Hunger Games. The emblem on the back. Her with the bow on the inside. And The Hunger Games 2. Again with the bow on the inside. Emblem on the back. Let's see, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Emblem on the back. Mockingjay Part 2. Another Universal comic style, King Kong, the Peter Jackson version. This has both the extended and theatrical version, which I think was available in the regular Blu-ray too. But here's a favorite. This was an FYE exclusive, King Kong versus Godzilla. And 2 separate images there, but very cool. And this is a repackaging of the Universal Blu-ray release. There's nothing new added to this. And even though it came as the kind of box that would hold 2 discs, it only contained 1 disc. I think actually they're on sale for $12.99 at FYE last time I was there. Kingsman, The Secret Service. Got this at Disc Replay just not very long ago. Actually haven't even put it in to make sure it works yet. Let's see, here's a recent pickup. I was at FYE, and this was normally, every time I had seen it, $40, and it was marked down to $20, so I figured I had to grab it. but the Leprechaun, and this is the 7 movie collection. I know there's an 8th movie out now, but for $20 I figured I'd grab this and then eventually get the other one on Blu-ray at some later point. Let's see, MASH, the original movie MASH. The martini glass there on the back. And Elliot Gould there in front of the camp. I like this movie. Like it real well. Like the series too. Like to pick it up someday. Here's a steelbook of the Meg. I already had the Meg, but when I saw this cover art I thought I had to have it. There was actually 2 different steelbooks for this. I think the regular cover art where it's coming up beneath the water, and then this one, and I preferred this one. So just swimmers there. And let's see, got this for Christmas from my in-laws. But the Mothra steelbook, I don't think this was exclusive to anywhere, but I had seen it at Best Buy and just hadn't picked it up. And it's another one with the slipcover. I like how the slipcover actually has the print and the ladies down low, so when you slide it back in, it looks like they're worshiping Mothra there in the front. And then on the back is Mothra in both the larval stages, hatching out of the egg and flying. So there they are talking to the little women. And continuing on, the Mummy, the other Universal monster that I had. This was also on sale at FYE when I bought the Frankenstein movie. And again, just the title on the back. And a shot of him on the inside. This is one of my wife's. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas glow-in-the-dark edition. This was a Best Buy exclusive, and I got it for I think Christmas. It was either Christmas or her birthday. Pretty sure it was Christmas. This is the Mondo steelbook for Pet Sematary, the original version. It has a slip cover as well. So pretty cool artwork there. There's Gage's casket, him digging the hole, and this one actually came with a small about 11 by 17 sized poster of the original poster, and I like that interior artwork of him carrying the wife away while the house burns. So that was a good pickup. I caught it on sale as well. And let's see here, Phantasm. So this is the same artwork that is in the Sphere collection, if you've picked up the new Sphere collection. And the inside is lined with the containers that the dwarves were in, and on the back is the portal. Let's see, we still got a few to go. So here's Piranha. This is the Scream Factory release. This is actually my son's. He got it for Christmas, and I keep telling him he should give it to me, but he hasn't yet. The line, people eat fish, fish don't eat people. As far as your Jaws ripoffs go, Piranha was one of the best. Always enjoyed that show. And the remakes are fun too. So, another Scream Factory, Prince of Darkness. Another I had not opened. And I do have the poster for this as well, and I love it. I need to get it hung up sometime, but get the computer readout. I live, you will not be saved, and there's Donald Pleasant standing in front of the cylinder. One of my favorite Carpenter movies. And the message from the future, this is not a dream. Let's see, this is one that was in my most recent haul video, but Psycho. And I had not opened it yet either. But you got the blood pouring down the hill into the drain. And the line, we all go a little mad sometimes. And digital code, which I'll be giving away on the channel later. And nothing on the inside. Another one of my sons, but Pulp Fiction. Nothing fancy, but I did like that cover. A couple shots on the back. Rampage. As goofy of a movie as it was, plot-wise, it was a lot of fun. Giant monsters, how can you go wrong? Let's see, this one I'll actually have to get out. So this is the only one I have in a protective sleeve because my father-in-law gave me one. I'd like to get some sleeves for the rest of them, but this is my Resident Evil collection. So I really lucked out and found this at FYE for just $15. It was the only one that they had. If they had more than one, I'd have probably bought multiples and gave to people. It came with a digital code as well that I've already used. Nothing special on the inside, but each movie does have its own disc. And they do look very good. And another Universal comic book style print, but Scarface. Actually just watched this the other night with my son because he'd never watched it. He did enjoy it. And Shaun of the Dead, the Broken Record cover. There's a few different versions of this in a SteelBook out there. I've seen one where it's got his white shirt with the red ink stain on it. I'd love to get that one, but I've never seen it out anywhere. But I did find this one, I think, for just $8, something like that. Let's see, Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows. Pretty good movie and a pretty cool looking SteelBook. This is one of my favorites that I have. When this came available, I run out and bought it immediately. But The Shining and the words, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy, forms the maze. Very cool looking. Actually, right now I got Dr. Sleep stuck in there because I've loaned. This is a 4K SteelBook, and I loaned the 4K disc of this to a friend along with Dr. Sleep. So until I get it back, they're mixed up. This is one of my wife's collection, Sing. This is a movie that her and my daughters enjoy watching. I like Seth MacFarlane's voice of the mouse in it. And let's see, another unopened Scream Factory. A lot of these. But Slumber Party Massacre, I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard it's a great transfer. I've seen the movie, but not this transfer. And I do have the poster for this squirreled away in the closet. And it also came with the limited NECA figure. I think they limited them to 2,000. Got it hanging on the wall behind me. And then Star Trek, the 2009 version. So this, I'll just point out, this is the only one of all of them that does not have a spine like this. This double hinge spine, like what's on here, is on every other one that I have, but this one, you can see the hinges. So why, I don't know, but that's it. And then Star Trek Into Darkness. I already had it, but again, got this at a good price. I like that cover. And There's Khan on the inside. Of course, personally, I think you could have called him anything but Khan and made the movie work. But so some of my sons now, the 6 episodes 1 through 6 of Star Wars, but the Phantom Menace with Darth Maul on the cover. Attack of the Clones with Yoda on the cover. Revenge of the Sith with General Grievous. Very cool. He found all of these up at Disc Replay except one. New Hope with Vader. Empire Strikes Back with the Stormtrooper on the front. This one I think I actually found at Mega Disc Replay and bought for him. And then this was at the regular Disc Replay, but Return of the Jedi with the Emperor on the front. And we're down to the last few. So Terminator Dark Fate. I think this was one of my more recent pickups, but I just love that cover. Decent movie, you know, not as good as some of the others, but worth having, and I thought worth getting that SteelBook because it was so cool looking. Let's see, Terminator Genisys. So this was on sale one day at Walmart when I was there for just $8, so I grabbed it. I already had it, but went ahead and got the SteelBook. The back says we can stop Judgment Day. This is another Terminator that got a lot of hate, but I enjoy it too. I like it when the young Arnold fights the old Arnold. Another Scream Factory, They Live. So pretty cool poster when you open it up. And the famous line there, I've come to chew bubblegum and kick ass. Oh, and one more, The Thing. Scream Factory SteelBook. This is still available on Scream Factory's website. I was just in there the other day ordering something and saw that they still had copies available, and my discs came loose. So give me just a second. So yeah, there's the artwork. Mac fighting the Blair monster down in the basement. Too cool. And this is actually a 3-disc set. So you get the feature film, the 2K scan, and then the new 4K scan, which I've yet to watch. And we're down to the last 5, it looks like. So Train to Busan. This is on Amazon for I think just $18 or $19, so I grabbed one. I think it still is if you think you need one. A couple zombies there in the background, but I like that cover and I love this movie. It's a good movie. I don't know if this was an FYE exclusive, but that's where I got it. I know that. I got the original cover art there, an alternate on the front, but Tremors, them running away in the truck. Another FYE pickup, though I don't think it was exclusive to them, but Trick or Treat. And I just like the shading and coloring of this box. There's Sam on the back. And another Christmas gift from my in-laws, but the Ultraman set. So this is something like I think 6 or 7 discs and 16 hours of episodes, and it comes with a booklet that has an episode guide and some stuff about the series. So very cool. I think I gave the digital code for this to Dave Maggot as a prize in a contest. And the last one we have now is World War Z. So pick this up at FYE, also on sale for I think $9.99. So okay, so that's it. That's the whole SteelBook collection. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't. There'll be more of these later because the collection is ever growing. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks.